Hey guys, Sarah here, and welcome to I Want My Angst to Be Reviews. And today we are going to be talking about the Peacock original series, Vampire Academy. Now I'm going to be honest, I did not read this book series. I didn't watch the movie until watching this series, and I will explain why I did that. The Vampire Academy is set up in this magical world of vampires who used to live among humans and now they don't, and they live in their own little town with their own rules and their own hierarchy of sorts. When it comes to the series, and someone who came in completely blind and not knowing anything, I still can't really explain what this world is to you. I learned more from a tweet than I did watching the show. And the problem is, they came at this series for those who've already read the books, for those who watched the movie, for those who are familiar with this world. And Julie Plec is usually better than that. I mean, I am a huge Vampire Diaries fan. I tell people all the time what a great show that is and how they need to watch it, and justice for Bonnie Bennett. But when it comes to Vampire Academy, I can't tell you really who anyone is, what the storyline is, why anything is important, or really anything about this world. I found myself wildly confused, and about 4 episodes in, I was like, I'm gonna watch the movie. Let's watch this movie.
Thanks. What are friends for?
And then after watching the movie that actually does a really great job of setting up the world for the viewer who is an outsider looking in, I was like, oh, okay, so some of this is starting to make sense. When it comes to the vampires of the Vampire Academy world, all we really know is there's royals, there's like second tier people, and then there's rabid vampires. And they kind of loosely explain how you become one of those vampires. And throughout the series, you kind of pick up on more of how it happens. And these vampires also have powers, like they can control the elements, and they are supposed to, I don't even know what it's called. I don't know what anything is called. They gave you so much information, yet they told you nothing.
And what is going on?
I would really like someone to explain the magic of this world to me, because it feels like we're mixing like the Winx saga with a little bit of vampires with a touch of the Hunger Games, but it's just like all the worst parts of each thrown into one. There are so many characters in this series outside of Rose and Lissa who I feel like are supposed to be the core storyline, but then they're completely forgotten about halfway through. And because there's so many characters, there's no, what's the word I'm looking for?
What's the meaning of this shit?
It's just rather unclear who we should focus on and who we should care about. So then we care about no one.
I want to protect my best friend from danger. And I want a life to call my own.
I would never bet against you, Rose Hathaway.
Another thing I'm a little confused on is how old are we supposed to be? Are these kids in high school? Are they like 16, 17, 18? Are they supposed to be in college? What is the dynamic here? Because at this point, the only characters I even care about are Rose and Dimitri. However, when I watched the movie, he was obviously significantly older than her, and that whole dynamic is creepy. But in the show, they look more similar in age, and maybe that was done on purpose, but is he her teacher? So it's like an awkward power dynamic. Are they both in college and he's just like a tier above her? Is he 24 and she's 16? I need answers. Vampire Academy gives you so much information up front, but that information actually tells you nothing. I watched all 8 episodes. I watched them. I watched the movie in order to try and understand what in the world I was watching, and I still have no idea.
Do you wear the crown or not? You have
have the power to change things.
Personally, one of the biggest downfalls of Vampire Academy, the series on Peacock, is that they're trying to make everything mysterious. The motives of every character are mysterious. Anything surrounding the car accident is mysterious. I'm like, not everything needs to be a mystery, because when you cloud the world with mystery, nothing makes sense and nothing has stakes and nothing really matters. It also feels like that the show doesn't quite understand who its audience is. Is it someone who watches Riverdale on like the CW or Freeform, or is it someone who watches things on HBO? Because there's moments where all of a sudden they're talking and they're dropping F-bombs. There are dark sex scenes happening in cars and elsewhere. And I was like, whoa. All of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, we're on Peacock, we're gonna do what we want. And then other times they're like, oh no, we're a kid's show. And then they're like, no, we're not. And I'm like, what are you and who do you wanna be? I don't know who anybody is. I don't know what storylines are important. I don't know why any reveals are important, because they don't explain anything well enough for you to care. And I just feel like I wasted like 8 hours of my life. I'm honestly so curious to see how book readers feel about this show. Is it closer to the book than the movie? I honestly don't know. Also, the movie's characters had so much personality, and everyone in this series is so boring. Like, watching paint dry boring. They're so boring. Can someone have a personality? Anyways, I guess that's all, because all I'm gonna do is complain for the next 20 minutes, and I might try and keep this short.
She's my family. I would die for her.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. Make sure you like this video, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss out on any more angsty videos. Bye.